And we're live. Okay. How's everybody doing? Okay. You guys still hear me? Hopefully.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. Script. Welcome everyone to the TAN Council reoccurring meeting. For today's meeting, we're going to recap our last meeting discussing some of the recent TANIP findings reports, the election results, which should lead us into some discussion around some of the incentive programs discussed in the findings report, and then we'll round off with some Q&A. Don't have a lot to cover today as we're in the middle of election onboarding and transfers, and it's really, I think, I don't think Cody's here with us today because he's still in the middle of that. So it's really just me and Leo. So with that said, let's keep things rolling here. First however, let's start with an overview of the TAN Council and the purposes of these reoccurring meetings. These reoccurring meetings serve 5 critical functions. They provide transparency to our community. They create a structured forum for proposal discussions, enabling authors to present to the town council and community and to discuss, debate, and refine for formal proposal and voting with consensus. They enable regular platform updates. They ensure consistent communication amongst council members. And finally, they allow direct communication and engagement with the community through question and answer sessions. The TAN Council is a local government organization within the Telcoin platform. Together, we serve as a provider and administrator of collective goods and services within the jurisdictional domain of the Telcoin Application Network, or TAN. The TAN Council, comprised of our currently 2 members, makes up decisions related to TAN improvements and policies through the TAN IP process. There's 6 seats total, so 5 out of 6 votes to approve proposals within a 120-hour voting period. Our primary duties are to allocate Telcoin or Tel resident issuance on TAN for stakers and developers to harvest, plan and finance the development of the Telcoin application network. Our key responsibilities also include reviewing and voting on snapshot proposals, attending these bi-weekly meetings, providing regular community updates, and monitoring TAN systems, also while enforcing operational rules. We'll use our internal communications and Discord for day-to-day communication with the community, the forums for informal proposal discussions, these reoccurring council meetings also for proposal discussions and deliberation, and refinement of the snapshot for formal voting. Overall, the TAN Council has authority over the minor harvesting and planning and financing of the TAN infrastructure. So, with that said, just a quick recap of last meeting. We went over the findings report that was submitted by the TAN Council in regards to the TAN IP1 process that has been, that ended, I think, 5 weeks ago now, I would say, 5 or 6. And we also had a very thorough, I think about a 6 or 7 page document with that we submitted to the community for review and reading over. And with that, we had some recommendations on what we were looking at doing moving forward. We talked about the election results and the current process of staking. Happy to inform. My mic is not working. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Sorry about that. My mic failed for some reason. Let's switch mics. You guys hear me okay?
Now we can, yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I was just talking about the last week's results or the proposal that we, not proposal, the TAN IP1 results, and go on a go forward basis, the kind of the recommendations for moving forward in the report that was put out last week. We discussed that. We also discussed the elections and kind of the results of those elections. At that point last week, we hadn't finished elections. those are now completed, and happy to report that we did reach quorum on all of the positions. So we are in the midst of onboarding all those positions. That's kind of taken the priority right now and a lot of our time. So we haven't, that on top of some of the other internal processes, we haven't had a ton of movement on any of these things so far. So we'll kind of go over we're going to be a pretty short call today. We'll go over kind of some of the changes and who's being elected to these positions, as well as who you can see on here soon, and then also we'll go over kind of a brief overview again of the results from that TANIP 1 report and the expectations of what we'll kind of see moving forward. So I guess we'll start with the TANIP status and the new fee program. We have come to a consensus on at the end of that document talks about what we want to do going forward currently with a fee rebate program. And there's a formula involved with that also. Thank you, Nick, for putting that in the chat there. It is also on the stream also. But there's a formula in there that basically talks about Leo, if you wouldn't mind just explaining it, because I'm sure you can articulate it better than I can without saying the incorrect thing with the results there.
Let me just remember them quickly. We were saying it will we'll basically turn it into a rebate system. So that will mean individuals are capped at the amount that they themselves spent on fees during the week. So we'll bring in that extra cap basically. And the rest of the calculation will be the same. So it will still be based on their individual fees and the fees of their referees, which will take them up to a certain level. But if that exceeds the amount that they spent on fees that week, they just get back what they spent in fees, basically. So just bringing in that extra cap to basically prevent gaming of the system and reward users. So basically, best case scenario becomes free trading, which is pretty neat, all things considered.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to know more about the rationale and how we came to that, I would recommend you go and read the report. We kind of we had come to consensus, but now technically we don't have consensus yet. We'll wait for Corti to join the council, and then it's likely we'll kind of take it to a vote and propose it properly, and write out more of a spec, and then vote on it and implement it.
For sure. Thank you. Yeah. So look for a proposal to come out with that once we can get everybody onboarded. That's kind of what we're focused on right now, is that onboarding process. But yeah, the goal with this is really to, and while we're in this spin up process, is to encourage trading or swaps on the platform, on the network, through the app. And so this would essentially, and like you said, best case scenario, you have free trading where your fees are all covered, or refunded back to you what you spent on trading fees. So more to come on that. We'll see a proposal here probably in the next week or two. It's kind of taken second fiddle to getting everybody onboarded here. So but with that, we do have let's see, 2 new council. Let's see, who is it? It's Cody and Ryan.
No, just Cody.
Just Cody. That's right.
Yeah.
So Cody will be joining us. We're excited to have him. He will be here this probably within a week or two. I would say probably by the next council. I would assume. We'll see. The KYM process is in progress, and then we get everybody set up. So a lot to do with 6 of those seats, and we're going to keep moving on that. So.
Just to point out as well, you raised a valid point that with the TANIP 1, we kind of consider it a temporary change to this rebate system. We do expect it to work at scale, so we're kind of looking forward to bringing it back in full force once we've got the network going and once we've got more users, basically. But I think, well, hopefully we all agree until then that the rebate system is kind of more fitting for the current setup. And then on council members, all the new council members have passed KYM, so we need them to fill out a few documents, and then we'll get them their NFTs, and then they'll be official. So things are moving. It just takes a bit of time to get right. So yeah, bear with us.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts with that onboarding documents. This is technically, I think, the first time we've done a swap over, right? Because the first election was, yeah. So onboarding and offboarding, lots to do. So appreciate everybody's patience there. Two other notes here that I put on for today. One is developer updates on current builds. So we're with Nick's on here also, and those of us that sit on some of the developer seats. We're really trying to encourage conversations with potential developers for the network. So if you or anyone you know or any project you know is interested in finding a use case that fits the Telcoin network, please have them contact a council member or contact and put us into contact with them. I think, is it devs@telcoin.org, right, Leo, is the one we could use?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so devs@telcoin.org. Send us an email. Love to make an introduction, at least have a conversation. We've had a few of them and trying to garner some partnerships out of that. So looking forward to more. Lastly, Nick, if you'd be willing to talk about the golden ticket competition, I wanted to just drive it home again on this call too, if you wouldn't mind stepping up and just explaining it, or I can. Whatever.
Yeah, why not? Why not? So a relatively smaller exchange, tier 2 sort of one, but very good. They concentrate highly on regulation and getting their licenses properly. Called Coin Metro. I've known about them since 2018. I like them; they're very cool. But anyway, they recently put up a competition for a golden ticket for a free listing. With a couple of different rounds, 3 rounds in total. Obviously, for them, it's marketing, trying to attract new users to their platform, etc. But one lucky project gets a free listing. So we decided to go for it, and the first round was just based over 2 weeks. We actually joined a week late because it had already started. And it was to get as many mentions as you can on X, and the Tel fam just absolutely smashed it. I think Keeple's got set on fire and all sorts. But we made it into the second round, which is now currently a vote in the Coin Metro Discord. That's also going very well. Tel is at 40%, and a few others 23, 28%. So we've got a good advantage there. We still want to ramp up anyone else who hasn't gone into the Coin Metro Telegram group to go in there and click on the pin message and vote for Tel. But alas, it's going well, and that will move us into the final round. The top, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 projects or whatever, go into the final round, which will be in the Coin Metro Discord. However, the one caveat is that only verified Coin Metro users who have signed up to the Coin Metro platform and passed KYC will be eligible to vote in the Discord round, in the final round. So, we'll need a bit of a push there as well from the Tel fam, just to, if they can, to go and create an account on the Coin Metro platform. There's no harm in having an extra account on an exchange anyway. But if you can do that would be great. And then if we manage to win that one, then that entitles us to a free listing on Coin Metro. And Coin Metro is great. They offer fiat on and off ramps as well in different regions, US, Canada, UK as well. So they're not just one of those bog standard crypto to crypto exchanges. They actually have on and off ramps to make it easier for people to get in and out. So some users find it much easier to onboard themselves through a centralized exchanges. Others don't mind DEXs. So more visibility for Tel. And if we can just continue the momentum and get in there, they also then offer. They'll do with the winner. They'll do a spaces and blah 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 blah, some marketing and stuff. So all in all, even if we don't win, it's good visibility for Tel. So it's been fun, and the Tel fam are absolutely smashing it. So hats off when they come together. That's a strong army. So it's proud to be part of the Tel fam as well. But yeah, that's kind of where we are in it.
Awesome, thank you, Nick. Anybody else? That's the last topic I have for today. Like I said, we don't have a ton today for the TAN Council. But Leo, do you have anything else, or anybody else here on the call?
Who wants to test if his mic's working?
It was a bit ago. I got mine fixed. Mine was being wonky.
Go on, Boo. Are you there?
He's on mute.
You're on mute, yeah.
How's that?
Yes, we got it.
Right, finally. Pushed that problem. Right, I have to get used to that. So, can I give a bit of an intro about me?
Absolutely.
Sure.
So, I'm Boo Classic from the UK, and I'm obviously excited to be here. As you may know, I've regularly attended most of the council meetings, and I'm grateful that I finally have a place in the Telex Council.
Hey.
Received my onboarding email today, so I just need to review and sign it. And I'm representing the stakers, so thanks to everyone that voted. A bit of history. I became a Telcoin holder back in March 2018, just after the KuCoin listing. I help out in several Telcoin community groups on Telegram, which I've been a member of for several years. I'd also help out on Discord if I'm around and the need arises. I'm a staker, liquidity miner, a Tel wallet user, and I regularly post about Telcoin on X. And as I work in technical support, I appreciate the good job that the developers do. I've already got some homework from the Telex Council, and that's to help review and give my opinion on the timing of the clock resets for rewards, which I suspect we'll be discussing in depth soon. And I should also say that I'm happy to help the other councils as well if I can. So any testing, giving feedback, proofreading, just let me know. Well, that's me in a nutshell. But finally, it's been one hell of a ride so far, but the main fun is just about to begin. So I'll leave you with that thought. Hold on to your hats.
I think the biggest thing is that you've got a mic now, Boo. I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, I've got a mic and know how to use it.
Good stuff. Anybody else have anything right here in Discord or in the chat? Let me take a look. So hearing nothing in the chat, other than people yelling boo because they love you, which is good. But yeah, no, looking forward to having you, Boo. Thank you. We're really, again, like I said, really excited for the council positions that we have coming on board, and really excited for kind of the growth that's coming next. So fun times.
Yeah, great intro, Boo. It's great to have you on board, and it's cool you're not sick of us. So you've been around a lot, but actually joining the council now, it's feels like positive feedback. So great to have you.
Awesome. All right, I think that there's no other questions in the chat, and if nobody has anything else here, I'll give it a few more seconds, and then we will go ahead and call it. Shortest 20-minute council meeting I think we've ever had, but lots more to come. We've got lots of work going on internally.
What about just reiterating maybe the GSMA grant thing that the TAN have got, just in case we've got any new members or new people listening in, so they can look into that?
Yeah, that's something we were going to, I think, talk about rolling out an official capacity here shortly once we get a little closer. I don't know, Leo, if you were more involved with that, I think, than I was at that time, but
Yeah, It's it's sitting there ready to be used. So we just need to kind of get in touch with application developers and potential application developers and let them know about it. It's there for the taking. So yeah, any kind of leads or reach out, we're all ears. We want to get meeting people.
So in essence, just to make it clear, it's if developers want to, there's two ways to build on the Telcoin network. One is going to be open source; anyone can build on it, but you're not entitled to rewards from the network or any governance side of things. But if you want to take it up a tier and move up to the GSMA kind of developer level, you can become licensed as a GSMA, get GSMA license, and then you will be entitled to the full kind of reward system of the Telcoin network. And this grant that the TAN Council have got in place will cover a developer for their first year license. Is that what it is? The first year? I think it's first year.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So if you are a developer that want to build some cool fintech products or apps or things like that and have potential reach to a large audience, user base, then the GSMA grant that the TAN Council are offering could suit you very well and cover you for your first year of your license fees to get you started. So if there's any developers out there that want to build on the Telcoin network, that's something you can reach out to us or anyone from the TAN Council and find out more information on how to apply for it, etc.
Also, it's a membership, not a license.
Sorry, membership.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you the difference, but
yeah. Membership,
membership
license.
Yeah. Just say them all.
yeah. In case you're in the crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. No other questions in the chat. Last chance here. But yeah, thanks Nick for that, and Leo also. I think that's it for tonight. So thank you everybody for attending the TAN Council meeting. As a reminder, the next council meeting is next week Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then that is the Telex Council meeting that handles the liquidity pools, and which was always really fun now that we have the new website up. And then on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern is the Platform and Treasury Global Council meeting. So join us on X and YouTube, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you have questions, please reach out to a council member or on the official YouTube or X accounts, and we'd be happy to answer. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.